morning, my lovely viewers. If you guys don't know already, it's been 2 weeks since I actually decided not to compete for my bikini competition. I have been trying really hard to reverse diet and try not to rebound, but it has been hard. I mean, there have been some days that I'm really good, and then some days where I'm like, At the end of the day, I'm not too fussed because I feel like I'm only human, so what more can I do? Over these last few days or maybe a week, I have been overindulging a little bit too much, getting a little bit out of hand. For example, 2 days ago I was making a cake for Gavin's mum, and there was like a big bowl of leftover cream from the cake, and I was like, oh my goodness, I have meringues and berries, photo proof here, and yeah, I kind of ate it all. I felt really sick after it. This was the decision as to where I should kind of get back on track and stop it being naughty. I think what we all should do whenever we eat good food is eat it in moderation and not just overeating because of the fact of it tasting so good. I know it can be hard to stop yourself sometimes. Slowly bringing it in, enjoying it, but still eating healthy and keeping myself fit. Your eyes want more than what your stomach needs. Yeah, I think that's it, right? It's time to actually get my ass into gear again and get myself back on track. So I kind of gained a little bit of weight. I checked, which was like yesterday morning. 4 pounds. Is it good or is it bad? I don't think it's entirely bad, as I don't actually think that it's 4 pounds of fat. A person cannot gain 4 pounds of fat within a few days. It is most likely just water weight. Water weight is basically water retention in your body. This can be influenced by a lot of factors. It can be like the amount of sugars that you've had, the amount of sodium, especially if you eat out a lot, the amount of carbs you have, because carbs hold water. Those can be a lot of the factors as to why you're holding a lot of water weight, especially if you're overindulging yourself a lot within the week. This can be easily counteracted. I wouldn't worry too much about this weight gain. It is only like 4 to 5 pounds. By the end of the week, I think that the scale will go back down to where it should be. This is how I always get started. They're quite obvious, but there are steps that get me through the week, get you through the week, and you might not know some of them, I don't know. So yeah, here we go. Step 1. Track your progress. A lot of times whenever it comes to like a diet or getting back on track, you need to be able to track your progress, and if you can't, then you don't know if you're progressing or not. For me, whenever I track my progress, I like to do 2 things. I like to weigh myself and also take progress pictures or do a video of my progress in weight. I like to do these 2 together. I don't like to concentrate just on the number of the scales. As you ladies know, we can fluctuate in weight a lot. So the depending on like what we eat, if we drink enough water, is it that time of month, it can change quite a bit. So that's why I like to compare both of them together. So whenever the scales don't go down, I can compare myself physically and see if I have physically changed. Whenever the numbers don't drop, we get really disheartened from it, and I don't like that. So that's why I also like to take progress pictures, do whatever floats your boat. Remember, whenever you track your progress, and if you do weigh yourself, when you wake up, go to the toilet, do your business, and then go and weigh yourself. Step 2 is drink water, and the main key is hydrate. Firstly, I like to hydrate my skin to make me feel a lot better. Then also with water. I know that a lot of you that are watching right now are probably like, yeah, well, we kind of know that. Whenever I don't or do drink water, I can really see a difference in my weight, my skin, and also just my overall general look. I know whenever I'm drinking enough water, whenever, for a clear description, is whenever I go to the toilet and my pee is clear. If it's yellow, that means it's not enough water. A lot of people recommend drinking 4 liters. That should be what your normal intake is, but we're all human. Like, how are we gonna find the time to drink 4 liters of water, and how are we gonna find the time to always go to the toilet as well? So yeah. Stay hydrated, drink plenty of water until your pee is clear, and that is a big step on your way to getting back on track. Step 3, getting your sweat on. Personally, I love it when I sweat through exercising terms. Sweating is great. If you think about sweating as all that water retention and that fluffiness and that little extra bit of weight gain is getting lost within the sweat. For me, I like to get a good heavy lifting session in with a lot of supersets and drop sets just to get that heart rate pacing, and also finish up with a good cardio session and then a good session of HIIT as well. HIIT always gets me sweating. It's just like the high intensity that I'm going at in the training. Try it yourself, either a good long cardio session or a good high intensity interval training session. Your choice, whatever gets you sweating. And also, if you do want to kick up your sweating session, you can go into a sauna and sweat it off there, but sometimes we don't have access to that. Or put on a sweatband. It's something that you tie around your waist, and what it does is help the blood flow going. The water retention around that area is going to get flushed out. Step 4, eat better. Eating better doesn't mean strict diet. Whenever I'm not competing anymore, I just like to eat better. 1, eating in moderation. 2, not overindulging myself in things that I like to eat. Eating better can also reduce your sodium retention. Sodium causes water retention. That can be another factor of gaining weight. I think I'm just going to loosely track my food and just be aware of how much I'm eating, and make sure that my carbs aren't going crazy, my fats are average, but I'm definitely getting my protein intake in, because at the end of the day I need to feed my muscles. Lay 90% of your whole diet healthy, and then 10% like naughty. Getting your veggies in, getting your micronutrients in, being aware of what you're eating. It's all about staying consistent. Whatever form of diet or meal plan, make sure that you can stay consistent to it. And lastly, but most importantly, be consistent, stay happy, and actually enjoy it. If you're not happy with it, you're not going to stay consistent. And if you're not consistent, then that's going to affect your results on getting back on track. You've got to enjoy the process. If you don't enjoy the process, you're not going to stay consistent. And if you don't stay consistent, you're not happy with the results. If you don't enjoy the process, stop, reassess the situation, see what you can do so that you will stay consistent and get the results that you want. Don't be too disheartened whenever the change is small, because it's something. So I know that these steps are a little bit obvious, but they're what I do to getting back on track. That's why I love getting this out there, because there is always that one person that can relate to this. Stay tuned for more videos. I have plenty of more on its way. I have challenges, recipes. Don't forget to subscribe to see more. Like the video if you liked it. Comment if you have like any suggestions of what you want to see in my channel, and share if you like sharing. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.